Welcome to Mindly Way, where we explore life philosophies to grow and find the right path. Get ready to listen for an inner journey. What if the universe depends on you? The widely accepted Newtonian model of reality is now being questioned because it is based on separation, which holds that you are a man living in a physical world that obeys laws of physics like gravity or thermodynamics, and that the nature of the universe is separate and independent from you. However, with the advent of quantum physics, things have changed, but only in the realm of science. In the realm of spirituality, this is nothing new. Hermes Trismegistus taught thousands of years ago that as above, so below, so above, meaning that the world is a hologram in essence. Quantum physics is reaching the same conclusion, which is that the reality in which we live may not be independent at all and may instead be shaped by human consciousness or by observers. You might be influencing how reality appears because quantum physics is currently investigating the concepts of the multiverse and infinite timelines. In his book Disturbed, Neville Goddard theorized that everything that could possibly happen in your life is contained in the fourth dimension, from which our three-dimensional reality is being translated. An ending, according to Dr. Joe Dispenza, world lines now exist in quantum physics and represent an infinite field of possibility that encompasses every possible outcome one could encounter in their lifetime. This field of possibility, also known as a quantum field, can be loosely regarded as the entirety of the book. To put it simply, if there is a field of infinite possibility and it contains all the possible outcomes of your life already, then what determines which timeline you are currently experiencing is what the Kabbalion talks about from the teachings of Hermes Trismegistus thousands of years ago. Since we live in a three-dimensional reality, time is only a concept that is useful in our linear lives. In the higher dimension, everything that is possible for you to be already is a fact, but you are living this constrained life in this specific timeline. What is determining this particular timeline for you from the infinite possibilities in the fourth dimension? This is where the Newtonian model is slowly crumbling and we are slowly moving from separation to unity consciousness. That is the quantum field response to the consciousness that is interacting with it via thoughts, feelings, and its state of being. This field is materializing that outcome or timeline for you that you have accepted for yourself by your state of being, thoughts, and feelings. What you believe yourself to be, the mirror reflects back at you. If you do not smile in the mirror, you will not be shown a happy face. The mirror depends on you for its reflections. If you smile, it reflects a smile. The all-God source, the quantum field, is mirroring your inner world as the all-intended creation to experience infinite existences, unique experiences all the way to infinity. You see, the we all will not meddle with your freedom of choice, as that spoils the fun, as it wants to experience unique adventures in life. Thus, in a way, it depends on you, the consciousness, living a unique life to continue the expansion of the all. Your freedom of choice is available to you at any given moment. You can right now smile into the mirror of infinity, and with some delay, but invariably it will smile back at you. The delay is only in the three-dimensional world. As this experience is linear, it must follow a series of events to lead up to the change in the mirror, but invariably it must reflect what the individual is projecting to it as it is being translated from the fourth dimension, where it is already a fact that Neville talks about. Thus, if you persist in your assumption of who you want to be, it must obey. The mirror has no will of its own. If it did, there would be no authentic experience of the all. The all intends to experience what it is like to be you in this now, and it cannot have this experience if it forces its will upon you. You see, the infinite has made itself limited to have a genuine adventure of being you. It depends upon you and this now as its focus point to choose its experience. Essentially, you and the all are one, but here in this world there is this veil of amnesia upon us all to simulate a genuine experience. It is like you have voluntarily allowed yourself to be brainwashed to play a virtual reality game to absolutely have the most authentic experience. So when you get hit in the game, you actually feel it as if you think it is real, but if you knew it was a game, you wouldn't be that scared for your life, as you know your real self is unharmed. This is the reason why your life here can seem ruthless at times, and we look around and ask ourselves, how could a God allow this? Well, now you know that this God is not a separate being doing this to you. You and I are doing this to ourselves by using the law of being in an unpreferable way. You act crazy in front of the mirror and it will show you an insane person. It cannot show you a successful and happy person. A few years ago, all I wanted was freedom, as I was feeling very stuck in my life, and the world proved me right. Then I stumbled upon the works of Neville Goddard. At that point in my life, I couldn't wrap my head around the notion that an all-loving God is causing me such suffering. Either I'm doing something wrong, or what I've been taught about God is untrue. You see, God didn't reveal Neville's teachings to me out of kindness, as the past me would have assumed. I was told that God is a separate being with a will of its own that determines who it will save and who it won't. I asked the mirror this question, and it gave me Neville's response. I then went on to ask the mirror about the consciousness of freedom, and it replied, remember that my environment, which I felt stuck in, didn't change. What changed was my inner world. I just felt amazing. I used to live in a condo with a free gym, but I never went because I felt stuck in my head. There were so many amazing things nearby that I didn't do because I was a man living in a man's consciousness who is stuck in life, so I was unable to see all the awesomeness around me. Suddenly, there felt to be an instant change in me. I started to notice all the freedom around me. All the opportunities that were there all along presented themselves to me like magic. In Russell Conwell's book Acres of Diamonds, the story of a dissatisfied man is told by other farmers about their stories of finding diamonds on their land and becoming incredibly wealthy. The farmer sold his acres of property to someone and went in search of diamonds, unaware that his own property had there are tons of diamonds scattered all over the place. The idea is that, rather than focusing on the outside world, examine who you are at this moment. If you're a man stuck in life, the mirror will only reflect that. Everything else will be obscured by it. You are the captain of your ship and the master of your destiny. I experienced this shift firsthand because, when I was stuck in life, I detested my job and yearned for financial freedom. So, I started to project into the mirror, telling myself that I am making a lavish, steady, reliable income while doing what I love. And the mirror reflected back an easy financial life that I am now content with.